Hey there, if you're a veteran dealing with sleep apnea, this video's for you. Today I'm breaking down the top 4 health issues tied to sleep apnea and giving you some tips on navigating the VA claims process. Alright, let's dive in. First up we have hypertension. High blood pressure is super common among those with sleep apnea. The connection's so strong that the VA often recognizes it as a service-connected condition. Now it's usually rated at 0%, which sounds like nothing, right? But, if hypertension leads to something serious like a heart attack or stroke, your family might qualify for dependency and indemnity compensation, or DIC. Plus, hypertension's linked to conditions like hardening of the kidneys, heart attacks, and strokes. If you have any of these, filing a claim is pretty straightforward thanks to their presumptive status. Next, we have asthma, another tough one. The VA sees both sleep apnea and asthma as respiratory conditions, so they often combine or pyramid their ratings. For example, sleep apnea is typically rated at 50%, while asthma usually gets 30%. In these cases, the higher rating usually applies. But if your asthma is rated at 60% or higher, it could take precedence over your sleep apnea rating. Third on our list are sinusitis and rhinitis. These are also respiratory conditions but are treated a bit differently. Unlike asthma, they're rated independently from sleep apnea. Sinusitis can get up to a 50% rating for severe cases, while rhinitis might be rated at 10% or 30% depending on how bad it is. So if sleep apnea is causing these issues, you might get separate ratings for them. Last, but definitely not least, is the link between sleep apnea and PTSD. Sleep apnea often goes hand in hand with post-traumatic stress disorder, and you can file claims for conditions that arise due to sleep apnea, such as hypertension or sinusitis. The key here is the nexus, a medical link between sleep apnea and the secondary condition. Alright, so how do you go about filing a claim for these secondary conditions? Here's a quick rundown. First, you need a primary condition. In this case, your service-connected sleep apnea. Second, you need a current medical diagnosis for the secondary condition. And third, you need a nexus, a medical opinion linking the secondary condition to sleep apnea. Gather all the evidence you can. Talk to your primary care provider or specialists about your condition. Ask them to fill out a disability benefits questionnaire or DBQ, or note in your medical file the potential link to sleep apnea. Whether you use private healthcare or VA healthcare, make sure to upload all relevant records directly through Quick Submit on the VA website. One last thing, without a formal diagnosis for the secondary condition, the claim won't go anywhere. So make sure you've got that diagnosis before you file. And that's it. Sleep apnea can lead to some serious health conditions, so it's important to understand your rights and options as a veteran. Claims for secondary conditions take careful prep, strong medical evidence, and a clear nexus. Be proactive. Talk to your healthcare providers and get that documentation ready. For more tips on VA ratings and filing, check out the resources linked below. Got questions about sleep apnea or related claims? Drop a comment and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching and take care.